Outside with my niggas, we doing the most. Grabs on the table, yeah, I been gone. At the base and shorty, she trumping it over. Keep steady, I told him I'm on one. Why you trying to make me?
Hello and welcome to the CONNetwork. Game 2 of our playoff push doubleheader. Baltimore versus Portland, battle of the National League South. Winner can take it all and advance in the playoffs. If Ari gets the win here, he could overtake the 1 seed after an unlikely Montreal loss. So a lot is at stake here for both teams. And so as he wraps up the practice kicks, we'll have a game going. And Baltimore, just one of the 2 teams so far to start off 1-0, then not play another game. Well, that's been due to availability. And Miles is historically a great regular season performer, at least in the modern era. So the question is getting over that hump and finally winning his first ring. He's over 3 in Bloxy Bowls. Meanwhile, Ari also has the same kind of playoff hiccup problem. However, he's won a ring and then has not won a playoff game since, except for versus San Francisco, and he's looking to start a new campaign here. Both of these teams with lots to prove as we finally get going with this game. First down for Portland. Ari, one of the best offenses in the league within these past few seasons. Can they transform it into results? Looks like he was back there as he got tipped back and the ball placement just wasn't up. And here's a third down. Stop it, not before he gets a good gain on the play. And the key is to get past midfield in these games. And he does! First down, Portland. Ari with a good start. He says, I feel so slow. Don't be so hard on yourself. As here's first down, minute 34. And he is stopped quick. Try to go down the middle. He was on that one immediately. And Ari off with a big gain. Down to the 12. And tipped back. Brilliant work so far by Ari. First and goal, he gets a good sweep there. Down to the 3-yard line. Second and goal, can punch it in here. Off a dominating drive, he's in for the touchdown. Ari starts off with the scoring first. And the extra point. Trying to catch him off sides here is good. Hard to stop those, especially against a good runner. And to pull up the stats, in only 4 games, Ari is the 3rd highest runner in the league. And he has the most yards per game of any team in the league. He is 3rd behind the Express and Jacks, having only finished half his schedule with 1,486 yards. Starts off with a dominating drive, adds 70 to that total. That's where we're at right now. Miles rejoining. Minute 9 left in the first quarter. Good first drive here at Jackson Stadium, home of the Seagulls. As we wait, we'll be back with commercials.
I'm assuming if you watch this regularly scheduled program, you enjoy Roblox sports games. This game in particular is Volleyball Legends. In Volleyball Legends, you play volleyball on teams of 6 versus 6, and the controls of this game are very simple, and once you finally get them down to a T, you'll get it like muscle memory. There's more than just volleyball in this game, with unlockable cosmetics such as different skins for the volleyball, different characters that vary in different stats, and different emotes you can get as well. This game in itself also has your special move, which is like an ultimate ability, and that is usually the game winner for most cases.
Welcome back to Baltimore here. Ari strikes first in this battle for the South. Miles now has a chance to respond here. He did beat Jamestown 38-34 in what is essentially a thriller of a game. As now we await play to resume. Ari to kick off to Miles here. Minute 9 left in the first quarter. Here's a throw. It's going to be up down the middle. Miles has it. And he's got a big return. Up past midfield. Excellent start for the Seagulls on offense. You got to love it. Their first down as he gets stopped immediately. Try to go down the middle. Not too much there. Ball placement does bring him up though. Second down. Tip back gets up. So some big plays for Miles down the field so far. Quick drive by all measures. By all means. As here's first and goal at the 17. He's got a breakaway. Second and goal. And he's going to punch it in there. Touchdown, Baltimore. Striking back quick. 32-second drive for Miles. Started off at midfield. And looks like he might go for 2. He was contemplating going for 2 there, which would bring him up by 1, but it's always a risk. As with 37 seconds in the first quarter, Ari already gets the ball back, so with 2 good offenses, especially Ari's, this could be a shootout as, rolls out of bounds at the 20. Ari could have got that for a big return. Up at the 20 to start off, touchback. Rolled out of the end zone. Gets stopped, but not before he gets 5 yards on the play. Ball placement brings him back. Second and 20. Portland with another good run. Ball placement brings him back again. Third down. Has to be able to get this, or else he might have to punt. Oh, and a big tip back. Fourth. Gonna have to get this off before the play clock, and he will. Got the first down. Excellent conversion there by Ari. Last play of the first quarter. Saquon up the middle. Gets a big gain. To start things off here. Already second down for Portland past midfield at the 38. Got a big lead. And already down to the 20. Another quick possession in this game. Last time he had a 51-second drive. He's the 3rd best runner in the league off of yards. Best, if you're going by yards per game, And he's got down to near the goal line for a 3rd and goal situation. Could punch it in here. Looks like he will. But some lag. That's going to be a redo. And that's going to go down as a touchdown for Portland, retaking the lead 13-7 with the extra point. And it's good. Not 17. 14-7. Minute 33 left in the 2nd quarter. Excellent start for both of these offenses. Can Miles get another quick 30-second possession? That is the question here. Plenty of time for both teams. These games are usually high-class shootouts. We've seen various championships as... Oh! Insane reach! And that's a valid return. Probably on his screen he was close to it, but wow! That is the biggest reach I've seen ever. But he did get it. As a big gain down the middle there. 2nd down for Baltimore. Miles with 2 great returns, both past midfield. Oh, hesitates for the 3rd down. And inches. Plenty of time left on the clock for Ari to operate. All 3 timeouts for all teams. Oh, and he gets stopped there. The sack for 4th. Trying to waste some time. Gonna wind down this play clock. And he's got the first. How much longer is he willing to go? Down to the 5. And that's about where he'll end up. 38 seconds. Will Ari use his timeouts? That is a question. Much longer than his last drive, by all means. Looking to the right, now heading to the left. Going to take a U-turn, but not before he gets stopped. That's going to send us to the 30-second warning. 2nd and goal. You'll get 1 free second after this. 4th and goal. Ari calls the timeout. 24 seconds left. And he's in for the touchdown. 23 seconds. Baltimore back within time this game. 23. Plenty of time left for Ari. He's managed some very quick drives, especially in that last game against Thunder Bay, putting up 49 points and near 500 yards. And he's going to go for 2 on this one. I mean, he probably feels very confident after some of these runs. And I know that Baltimore is one of the more controversial teams in the AFA just off of fan base, but I mean, with big runs all game as he gets stopped. I mean, he's had some good runs, but he just tried to charge down the middle and hope for the best. 13-14, down by 1. And he might have been better off just taking the easy one. And he wanted to take the lead there on that onside. As I said, I bet he's feeling confident after those big runs he had. But two-point conversions are always intensely risky. So 23 seconds left. Do keep in mind, Ari has plenty of time left. 2 timeouts. Miles has 3 timeouts, actually. As this one is going to be up to the 30. As Ari received first, Miles will receive in the second half, so not a bad situation for Baltimore here. Ball placement brings him back. 19 seconds. Free second there. Second down, already near midfield. A big run there. And he's through for the first. Oh, and he gets a big gain. Might use his timeout here. Definitely should. And wind down the clock to 11. All right, no tip roll. And he's got the first down. Eight seconds left. Yeah, that being short would have helped Baltimore tremendously. And I see why he wants to call that, but no. As here's first and goal. 8 seconds left. He's down. He's got to run another play. 1 second left. So he has to run this in to get the score. Last play before halftime. And these are the situations where some teams just like to use their fake field goal. But he doesn't need to, as he's through for the touchdown. Already up by 7. Will he go for 2 to bring this one out of Miles' reach? Or is he just going to go for 1? That would make it an 8-point game, the easy 1 point here. That play started at 1 second. And he might have been typing during that. And the extra point will stand. 13-21. Ari up by 8 in this battle for the National League South. If Ari gets this, he can win the first seed over Montreal. So this season has been sort of flipping things upside down in the National League. When Portland has the best chance, a team that has historically had hard times in the regular season, he finally won his first game in the past few seasons against Thunder Bay. Can he get one against a big team like Baltimore? Both teams have stunning offenses, and Ari has been getting closer to making stops recently. That was looking up, so the ball placement will bring him up, down by 8. Game certainly not over for him. He's got a fresh half to work with. Ball placement does bring him up yet again. First down, Baltimore. Miles operating little to no motion there. Some motion to try to catch him off sides on the cadence. And he is down to the 40. Second down. 2nd and 14. Miles looking left. Goes left. Tries to wiggle his way past. That's still not enough. So that's going to be 3rd and inches here for Baltimore's home point. He might have to go for 2 unless he can get a stop. Big run. Found a hole. Opened it. 1st and goal. Minute 24. And he's got the touchdown. Quick drive there by Miles. 39-second drive. 19-21. And he's going to try to kick this one. Kick the 1 point. And looks like he's going to run this one. for the 1 point. Trying to catch him off sides there. And so this will bring him within 1. He tried to go for 2 in the second quarter. Couldn't get it. So he's going to have to settle being down by 1. This gives Ari some advantage here. He's been known to pull off some trick plays. And in the Bloxy Bowl, the most famous play of the Pioneers' existence was going for 2 on a fake field goal extra point, which he did end up getting. And that helped him win the game, forced Jamestown to a long field goal, which he returned for a kick 6 called the Pioneer Prayer. Now in the AFA history. And he's trying to make AFA history again. Get back to the 1 seed. Get back to the championship. Last time he suffered heartbreak as he gets a big return downfield. And we have seen some tremendous returns downfield. Some low balls kicked. That might be the furthest kickoff return of the season. We are setting plenty of records, at least for the season today here in Baltimore. As he gets stopped there, 2nd and 20. Good stop there by Miles. His defense has been, or his offense has been unstoppable, but he's got to change things up going down the middle. He's gotten stopped 3 times now doing that. 3rd down and long. He's going to have to reach into his fake field goal here. And he's got good yards. Way to make it up on 3rd down. 4th down now. His first of the game. Can he convert here? Baltimore is known to make stops on 4th down. Can they do it again, or will Ari prevail? Oh, caught him off sides. And he says the lag was the reason he went off sides. And so I think it's a good idea to sort of avoid that for a second. Which is what he's doing right now. 37 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Blazing now in attendance. So this game has huge implications for all teams in the National League. Hamilton, Montreal, Baltimore, Portland. There's a lot on the line with just this regular afternoon game, as trying to waste time in the 3rd. As he gets forwards. 2nd and goal. And from the looks, that's going to be, time will stop for this until play resumes. That's going to be a touchdown for Portland. 16 seconds in the 3rd quarter. So now they're back up by 7. And so if they go for 2, I mentioned earlier, it's a risky bet, but if you go for 2, you essentially put him out of the game. He has to come back and whatnot, but you're still up by 8, so you are still feeling pretty comfortable. As Baltimore, although they're down by 8, they can come back from this. I mean, if they go for 1, and this drive will definitely bleed over into the 4th quarter unless there's a kickoff return, he could go for an onside here, and I think that's what Ari has to be careful about. He can't let his foot off the gas! As, oh my, what could have been a great return down to the 20, didn't make contact with the ball. No contact with the ball if you're hearing me. Did not affect the ball in any way. It's sort of like the BLB and their rule around it. And I'll leave you alone after the game, but first we got to play some AFA football here. 2nd down. We'll start here. He gets a good gain there. And Baltimore's offense has just been impeccable today. 6 seconds, a quick drive so far. Already past midfield here. First down. And this'll... Oh my... I think we just saw an injury. And so welcome to the fourth quarter on CONNetwork. This game has huge implications for the National League playoffs. If Miles can win this, he takes the lead in the National League South, gets the second seed. If Ari wins this, he gets the first seed in the lead over the National League South. So there's a lot to play for here, and you bet Blazing's keeping watch too. Because I hope he is. Yes, he is. So this impacts all teams, and I haven't mentioned Hassar yet. That impacts his team too, whether he can be a wild card if Ari can get the win here, or if Miles gets the win, he could be in the hunt or just out of the playoff picture. As Miles, sorry for not commentating, that's a beautiful drive and a beautiful touchdown there by Miles. He might not have been ready there. And the extra point to bring him within one. But there was some noticeable lag, especially, actually no, on both teams' part. And they seem to both be affected by it. And so he'll go for the onside here, down by 1 minute 46 left. Plenty of time here. That's not what I did not say oof next time. I did not say oof. Oof next time. No, I did not say that. I didn't say that, Roblox. I did not say that. You are putting fake words in my mouth. As we have... I'll do that after the game. We have an onside kick here. We'll go into blank view so you can see this. If it crosses the 40, it's legal. First team to touch it gets the ball. Once it crosses, has to get past the 40-yard line. We'll go into this view. If it rolls out of bounds. Oh! What a good start to the kick. He had it there. But it just took a bad bounce. That's highly unfortunate for the Seagulls. That was looking beautiful at first. I think he found his footing there. I think he found what he's going to do. And he went too early. That would have also... Two consecutive shots at a potential Baltimore recovery. First time took a bad bounce at the 40. This time Miles swung too early to affect the ball before it crossed. Now here's the third attempt. Oh, and it's gonna cross! Looks like Miles has it! But that's gonna be a review. Mandatory review on all onsides. We'll be right back after these messages. 27-28, minute 46 left in Baltimore. Down by 1, the Seagulls trail. And welcome back. The call stands as a Baltimore recovery. See, it was sort of, at first it looked like a 50-50 toss-up, but then Miles got in front of it. He made the play to affect the ball. So clearly Baltimore's possession. However, he has plenty of time left. Both teams have plenty of time. On second down, gets a big run there for the third down. Ball placement brings him forwards. And looks like he's going to hover around for the fourth down. No gain there on the play. Fourth down. Can Ari get the stop? Oh, looks like he got a delay of game. There is a delay of game against Baltimore. And it is ref screen unless there's evidence to overturn it. So some overwhelming eyewitness account overturns it. Yeah, and that's going to be first down for Baltimore at the 30. And if there wasn't so many people to try to overturn that, then that would have just stood as a delay of game because, at least on the referee screen, the play expired, and then he said go. So that's sort of where it stems from. And so Ari does have plenty of time here. He's got to call a timeout soon, though, you'd imagine. 30-second warning. Excellent time waste there. But you wonder if Ari's going to try to maybe do some more here to stop the clock. I mean, this is the main mistake teams make in games. They just don't call timeouts. And after the 30-second warning is when we'll see if Ari really wants to win this game or not. You got to call timeouts here. Third down, Baltimore. 30-second warning. I don't know what's going on with this chat right now, but that would have been a stop right there. As looks like the rephrase helped him a bit. Fourth down. Gonna waste as much time as he wants on this play. And looks like he got it. Oh! He did get past. That was a good stop there by Ari, but he still got past. Remember, no tip rule past the 30-second warning. If it was before the 30-second warning, he definitely could have got a stop there, but, you know, a lock-in on defense there just wasn't enough. 5 seconds. No gain on the play. Second down. Not over for either team here. And he's in! Time executed to perfection. And there's going to be time review on the play to see if Ari does get a chance or not. And if not, then that'll be a Baltimore win right there. That would be the play to seal it. However, if not, then he can go for the extra point and then Then from there, Ari can see if he can get a big run. And looks like there is a second left. 1 second, technically not impossible. Technically not impossible here. And if I were him, I'd go for 2, honestly. Because you have nothing to lose. But if you gain the 2 point, you put him down by a full touchdown, so it's overtime no matter what. As he goes for the 1 and gets it. He needs a huge Pioneer prayer here. Not going to call a fair catch. Maybe going to try to return this one all the way home. Yes, he will call a fair catch. 1 second left. Down by 6. The throw is up. It's going to be up to the 30. Touchback for the final play of the game. Will he call a fake field goal to set him back or no? That's the question. Yes, he will. And he's either ready to pack this one up or try to catch him off sides there. There's no telling whether he's going for the fake or kicking it. And here we go. Last play of the game. He is stopped, and Baltimore walks off with a win. 34-28 off an onside by Miles. And so he has the lead. As he gets the yards. And that's all from Jackson Stadium. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Baltimore improves to 2-0. 2-0.